What if I were to tell you that a major U.S. city electrical grid is embracing a commercial battery installation for the first time in decades? My guest, Bill Radvak, CEO of American Vanadium, is embarking on such a trial this Wednesday, along with the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, which many of you know is the MTA, and New York State Research and Development Authority. Bill, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me on the show.
So Bill, this sounds like a novel idea. Is it new? Is it?
Well, the vanadium flow batteries themselves are decades old. First thought of, invented by NASA. But commercially speaking, they were first introduced about 3 years ago by our partner, Gildemeister in Germany, who've now placed over 65 internationally, none here in North America. So this is the first demonstration of a commercially available long duration system in any urban setting in North America.
So does this just go into place right now, or is this a test that will go on for a little while?
Yeah, we'll have the batteries in place this year. We're excited to be on the biggest stage in the world here. It's going to be on the 25th floor setback of the MTA building in 2 Broadway in Lower Manhattan. And we're expecting them up this year. And it's about a 2-year trial. Much of the data we'll understand in the first years. Again, this isn't a demonstration to see if it works. It's really an understanding of the economic ability of these installations to actually save customers money.
Interesting. So we'll be focusing, so it sounds like you're getting at, this is more of a commercial run than it is necessarily right now for a consumer.
Right. This is, I mean, our batteries are really the big workhorses, multi-hour workhorse batteries. You're talking from 100 kilowatts to 10 megawatt size, and from 4 to 12-hour duration. And so this is really the prime purpose of this demonstration, how a building can take power off the grid when it's available at night, nice and inexpensive, and then put it into its system during the peak. And really about up to half of the cost of the energy bill of these different buildings is from that peak demand. So dropping the peak load saves those customers a lot of money.
So now your average New Yorker getting onto the subway every day is going to wonder, how does this affect them?
On the macro scale, you're looking why Con Ed is interested in this demonstration as well. They want to look at this, how these battery installations on a much grander scale can actually balance the grid. Classically, you look at every graph of every utility probably in America where there's only a few days or weeks in the year where they're probably building about half of the infrastructure for. So, and especially in New York with the world's oldest grid, home of Edison, there's tens of billions of dollars slated for infrastructure increase and renewal, and having better ways of utilizing, more efficient ways of utilizing the available energy will drop a lot of that capital cost come forward. So
essentially, my bill one day might go down just because of this type of technology.
It has to, and that's where things are changing. They are, especially with the change in the generation of energy away from the nuclear plants, the coal-fired plants, that we're going to these renewables, and integrating them into the system requires a storage. And so this whole shift from the classic way of just putting a new substation, new plant, and more lines, and then tacking on a few pennies every month, for the customer, that can be reduced and driven away.
All right, Bill. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
My thanks to Bill Radvak, the CEO of American Vanadium, for TheStreet in New York. I'm Joe Deaux.